Hello Synapse CI/CD fans, my name is Rui Cunha and I'm a support escalation engineer on the Azure Synapse Analytics team. Welcome to this video series on Synapse CI/CD. Consider this scenario where you start your project and all the development is done in a live workspace against Synapse service. So you don't have your workspace integrated with any Git repo yet, but at a later stage of your project, you decide to integrate your workspace with a Git repository. So when you integrate this workspace with a new Git repo, you don't have your code in your branch yet. All your code has been altered in live mode. This video will show you how you can import your code from the live mode to your Git branch. So stay tuned. So here is our workspace. It's not integrated yet with Git, and I'm going to show you how you can take advantage of this import resources option that you have here in Synapse Studio. The import resources is available in the Manage Hub under Source Control Git configuration and also during the repo configuration here. So let me show you. When we are setting up here our integration with the Git repo, you will see here this option, import existing resources. So usually you start altering your code, creating all your stuff in Synapse, and your workspace is not yet integrated with any repo. So when you want to integrate your workspace with repo, you want all resources to be imported to your Git branch. And this option will allow you to do that. Okay? So you usually check this box. You select the branch that you want to import the existing resources to your repo. But in case you miss this option for any reason, let me show you here. This workspace now is being integrated with this repo, and if you now go back to this repository, to my collaboration branch, and you hit the refresh button, only the default resources, the integration runtime and the default linked services will be imported because we unchecked that option. Okay. So now let me just use this branch. In case at any time I need to import these resources from live mode to my Git branch, and which resources I'm talking about, artifacts that are not the workspace default resources. Let me show you a few examples that I have here. So if you switch to live mode, SQL scripts, linked services, custom linked service, one linked service that I've created before the workspace integration with Git. All these resources haven't been imported yet. Okay, so if you want to import these resources at any time, you can take advantage of this import resources option here. It will do the same as the option that is available during the Git configuration. So when I hit here the import button, the resources have been successfully imported, and when I refresh here the branch, you will see other resources available here, like my custom linked service. Okay. So this is a scenario where you can take advantage of this import resources feature. So during the Git configuration. Another scenario is when your Git branch gets out of sync when compared with live mode. There's a few scenarios where that can happen, and this import resources will help you to bring anything that exists in live mode that is missing in Git branch. Let's see one scenario using lake databases. So if you create a lake database here, let's call it my lake database. Okay, let's just create here quickly one table, my table, and let me do this from my repo. Okay, let me do it from my repo. Since I have my workspace integrated with Git, I was doing it from live, but I cannot do it from live. So I need to make it from my repo. So my lake database and my table. Okay, so I'm going to commit all these changes, and now when I refresh this branch, I will see my artifacts here. My table, all the JSON payload, and here my database. Now I'm going to publish these changes to live mode. These changes will be persisted there, and once this publishing operation finish, if we switch to live mode, you will see the lake database published there. There you go. So switching to live mode now, here it is, my lake database with my table. So now this Git branch is in sync with live mode. So let's see this scenario where I'm going to create a table. Let me just choose here Spark SQL, and now it will be my lake database dot my new table. Let me just my call and int. Okay, so now I'm going to just commit this notebook and run this statement. So what I'm doing here is changing the lake database programmatically. So I'm not using the database modeler. So the Git branch will not have visibility of this new change. So if I go here now to my lake database and open this lake database, I don't see the new table here, still only my table. But now if I switch to live mode, let me just commit these changes before switching to live mode, and if I now expand here, I will have my new table here. So when you run this code from your Synapse notebook, you are not altering your code in your Git branch, and you're creating your code directly in live mode. So this is a scenario where your live mode is in sync with your latest changes are there, and the Git branch does not have visibility on this. So I'm going to refresh again here my branch, and no sign of the new table here. So I need to bring this table to my Git branch. That's where the import resources comes in. So now I'm going to select my branch here, and I'm going to import these resources. So now that the resources were successfully imported, let's just check the database folder here, and here it is, my new table. And if I refresh here the UI and go to my lake database, open here it is, my new table. Okay, so this is a scenario where you can take advantage of the import resources feature to bring anything from live mode that is missing in your Git branch. Okay, so stay tuned for the next episode of this Synapse CI/CD video sessions. And that's it for today. Don't forget to like and leave your thoughts and ideas in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, as we'll be releasing more Synapse CI/CD videos soon. I'll catch you up on the next one.